So I hadn't shown you none of this before, but I want to show you a little bit of it now. I've been for the last, I don't know, I only worked on it last Sunday and yesterday, which was Sunday. Other than that, I hadn't worked on it. I'm probably halfway. I might have worked on it an hour and a half yesterday. I'm gonna work on it about an hour this evening. But what I'm doing is digging up where the potatoes were, the white potatoes, the lowest bed in the 3 potato beds that we've had. Excuse me. And I am digging it up and putting rotten wood down in, and then covering it back up with dirt. So basically all I'm doing, I got strings down both sides, so I know where the markers are, and just dig. It's kind of peaceful. I don't mind digging. When I have a lot of grass like that, I put it face down, roots up, so it probably will kill it. Maybe not. And this is going to be our garlic patch for this fall. This is where I will plant our garlic at. Ground here is hard, super hard. Alrighty, so this is my rotten wood pile. I'm just throwing basically rotten wood. It's just pretty much trash. I mean, that's, as you can see, there ain't much left in it other than pretty much already is oil, which is perfect for this. And this is an experiment, somewhat of an experiment for me. I've never done this before. Well, not to this magnitude. So what this will do is this will, and look at all the fungi that's in there, all that fungus sitting there eating these up, all the roly-polies, all the bugs eating wood. It's all making soil. I mean, look how rich a lot of that already looks just sitting here for a couple years. This pile was on the property when I bought it. Some of it's burnt. So basically, I'm just trying to improve our soil down here, because the soil in this field truly is no good at all. I don't have near enough compost, and I know this will work. It won't work. It may not work this year, but next year I'll have really good soil next year. There's some garbage in this too. These here's gourds, actually. Ain't no seeds left in them. I grew a bunch of these a couple years ago. Tennessee spinning gourds, and they spin like tops. They're pretty cool. There is still seeds in that, but it's cured actually. I'm gonna take a couple of them. That was pretty neat. Throw them off the side. So basically, what I like to do, I don't always get to. I like to work in the garden every day, or at least outside every day. I like to improve our soil, our property, our business, and even me as a person. I figure if I can work on the garden when I have the opportunity to, I will. And right now, there's a lot of things I should be doing, like weeding and working on the chicken yard and some other things that need done as far as what needs done. This doesn't need done right now, but it'll be time to plant garlic before you know it. And this to me is pretty relaxing, digging through crap and working with my hands. I enjoy it. I kind of miss working with my hands with the job I have. Today actually went on a pretty long road trip for work, looking at a project in northern Pennsylvania. About a 4-hour one-way trip along the freeways. Between here and there on the freeways, they sprayed Roundup or whatever along the guardrails just to kill the weeds. I don't know. I would think the states would be smarter than that, but they don't really care about anything, really. They don't care about nothing. So, you know, I don't agree with spraying that crap. I don't spray none of that garbage here for lots of reasons. I don't like it. There's got to be a better way to take care of your weed problems. It's got a little bit of elbow grease, of course, naturally around the guardrails, and that's hard to get to, but they can weed eat. They got prisoners in prison, right? They can weed eat. They ain't gonna hurt them any. Get them boys out. And most of them's probably in there for something stupid anyways. Let them out, get some sunlight. They can start doing other things around the roads too, so they ain't got to mow so much, like put in trees. Not just pretty trees either. Edibles. I never understood why where I live at, they just put a new road in for some stupid reason. Who knows why? It goes nowhere. It's probably 2 miles long. It took them probably a year and a half to build it. It bypasses one stoplight, and there's only one stoplight in this whole area. So they built a bridge across a road and bypassed, so they can bypass that stoplight to get people on the interstate quicker. So it bypasses the truck stops as well. So it's kind of stupid. And they planted thousands and thousands of trees, but not one of them is something you can eat. Not a single one of them is edible, which I don't really understand. One thing I did see, my sister, she's a local postmaster. Well, she used to be a postmaster. I think she's a postal clerk now, I think. Either way, she works in the postal service. At the post office she works at, they have some flower beds along the sidewalk, and she come down here and bought a bunch of vegetables. Usually in the spring she comes down and buys flowers and plants in that area. But this year she bought cucumbers, and I just thought she was buying them for her garden. I didn't realize she was buying them for that. But she put them in the flower beds at the post office and put a sign in there, community garden, help yourself. If you need it, take it. And we was down there last week or week before, and she had really nice cucumbers, a bunch of cherry tomatoes, some peppers. It was actually pretty cool. I think more businesses should do that. I think that's cool as heck. But so you need to spend time outside and work by yourself, just thinking about how you can improve yourself, your community, you know. Your community, your garden, your neighbor, help a friend, do whatever. But every day, everybody should get outside and get some fresh air for at least an hour, minimum of an hour. It's not going to hurt you. Get off your butts, get some physical exercise in, improve the world you're in. Life's too short the way it is. Me personally, I enjoy this way more than I do my town job, so to speak. Don't get me wrong, I like my town job, but it doesn't improve nothing other than me. It improves the company I work for, and a bunch of friends depend on me. But I miss the physical part of my job. I'm a welder by trade. Certified in quite a few different welding types, materials. Then I moved up to a quality control manager, took my certified welding inspector test through the AWS. I've been that for, I don't even know how many years I've been that. I don't use it hardly anymore. I mean, I do some, but I'm a project manager now, which I don't mind doing that. I kind of enjoy it, but it's nice to work with your hands and get off your butt. Sitting at a desk all day, I don't know, sitting at a desk looking at a computer screen isn't how I feel I should. I don't feel that's what I was put on this earth for. In fact, I don't think anybody was put on this earth for that. I don't think that we're supposed to work our entire lives away just to pay bills. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's what God intended us to be here for. I don't think it is. If somebody disagrees, let me know in the comments. I think we all need to be good stewards to the community, to the soil, to ourselves, and to our friends and family. We'd all take a lesson from what my sister did. That little rinky-dink post office in a town of a population of probably two or 300. Literally, that's probably all that's there. I don't even know if it's that big of a town. It's pretty small in western Maryland. Every community around here is pretty little, but they need help too, you know. So I think we all need to challenge ourselves to do better, be better. My sister doesn't watch my YouTube channel, so she'll never see this. So that's fine. I don't care. I know a lot of people that do watch it know who she is, and I know people that watch it know where she did that at. There's more of them gourds they'll rot up to eventually. But I think we all need to do something like that, you know, because like I say, we're not put here to work for the man all day, you know. Whether that's whatever, you can take it however you want to. I don't care really. I don't think we were put on this earth to pay taxes and die. I just don't think that's the only two things you have to do in life, though, right? Pay taxes and die. Other than that, you don't really have to do anything. They make it too easy for you. I'll quit ranting and get back to work. Just food for thought. So I just had a couple-minute rant and didn't have my mic on. Didn't realize it wasn't working. So I'll do this rant again. So anyway, so what I said was, I challenge anybody that's watching this, or even locally here, to do that challenge that my sister did at the little rinky-dink post office that she works at. So me personally, next spring when we open up Mother's Day or the following week, whenever the weather's ready for vegetables to be put in the ground, I will give any business 6 plants to put in that's for the community or their employees. It doesn't matter if it goes to the employees or the community. Either way works. But I'll have them made up, 6 pack cells made up, 6 cell trays. You'll have 2 tomatoes, 2 cucumbers, and 2 peppers in a 6-pack, and they'll be marked for businesses. So that's any business that's local within 20 miles of where I live. But you have to do it. You have to put them out for the community or your employees. I think we all could learn a lesson from that. And those of you that aren't close to here, I challenge you all to do the same thing. First off, you need to get outside for an hour a day, regardless. Rain, shine, snow, it doesn't matter. Just get outside for 1 hour per day. Whether you work with your hands or whether you just sit on the porch and read a book, just walk outside. Enjoy the fresh air and sunshine. But we all need to make our communities better, our earth better, ourselves better. I try to make myself a better person. I think I do all right at doing that. I know I'm not perfect. I'm far from it, but my battery's almost dead, so I'm going to get off here right now, and I'll show you how far I get at the end of this. So if you want to stick around, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. I understand. But challenge yourself and challenge your community. Make it better. The only way we're going to get through these times that we're in right now is all of us stick together, and we all want the same thing, no matter what side of the aisle you're on. I have my thoughts, and I'm sure everybody else has theirs, and you can think of me whatever you want to. I don't really care. As far as I'm concerned, anybody that's running for president or sitting in Congress is a bunch of crooks anyways. I don't have a use for any of them. None of them at all. None of them that's running, and definitely not the idiots that are in there right now. They're all a bunch of morons. And that's just life. They're out there for themselves. They don't give a rat's ass about you. They don't care. But we the people, is who they work for. We don't work for them. They work for us. So we're all put here for a reason, and it ain't to work, pay bills, pay taxes, and die. That's not why we're here. We're here to make ourselves better, to make the community better for the next generation. Right now, the next generation's. I feel bad for the next generation, but that's enough of a rant for right now. I'll show you how this looks in a little bit. I'm not sure what the deal is, but I don't think I'm supposed to be making this video for some reason, because earlier my mic didn't work, and just now the camera just shut off. Said it had low battery was dead, and it was still at 20-something%, and it's shut off. But anyways, I'm not sure exactly what last thing you heard was, but this challenge, I think we all need to do it, whether you give back to the community or whether you just try to better yourself. Either way, we should all do that. Give back to yourself, help yourself, work on you. I try to, like I say, I try to be a good person. I know I'm not as good as I should be. But I try. I definitely work in the garden daily. Well, not necessarily the garden. I'm outside at several hours every day. I'm outside till dark usually. It's not quite dark yet. It's about 7 p.m. Till I get my stuff put away. It'll be 8:30ish. It's dark nowadays this time of year, so it kind of stinks. I don't like being dark that early, but it is what it is. Anyhow, I keep rambling. I do apologize for me rambling, but just remember, work for yourself, not for the man. Do whatever you got to do to make yourself better. Until we meet again, take care and God bless.